Amala, Pazza Inter, Amala. Pazza Inter came out in full view today. 3-0 down, ended up 3-3 against Benfica at the Estadio de Luz with a fully rotated B team. Wow, this team, they pull me just as I think I'm out, they pull me back in because that first half was absolutely atrocious, embarrassing being 3-0 down. But they put their cojones on the table, they put their, you know, willpower, ability, and recovered in the second half. That is, really, really impressive comeback. Really embarrassing 3-0 down, but coming back from that and being able to draw 3-3 away is amazing from a heavily rotated team. Yes, the big guns came on, but shouts out to all the second string guys who, put in a performance today because 9 out of 11 guys rotated today. And I saw a lot of criticism, quite rightly, with the players saying, "Oh, these second stringers, the B team is not good enough." But when you rotate this much, it's harsh to judge them correctly. But of course, this match was all about the revenge of this man, the vengeance of Joao Mario. And by the way, it's been a couple of good days for Joao's, Portuguese Joao's in particular. Joao Felix, Joao Cancelo scored for Barca yesterday. And obviously this Joao Mario, or Joao Mozzarella, as used to call him when he was at Inter, getting his revenge. He couldn't wait. He could not wait. The first goal, they were checking for offside. He did not care. He was celebrating his heart out. Even if they called it off, he would have taken that. He could not. This is this dream moment, scoring a hat trick against Inter. Yeah, they were reviewing the offside for the first one. By the way, all three goals in the first half were a barrage of mistakes, awful defending all round from Inter, mistakes all round, especially from Bisek and Aslani. Like this one, first one is completely Bisek losing his man. He should be on the man here, completely leaves him free. And then Joao Mario, none of the midfielders are picking him up. Free volley. Maybe Odero could have done better. I don't know. That was the first one. The second one, Aslani tries to dribble out of the back. No idea why. Very, very poor decision making, dilly-dallying. Maybe this is why Inzaghi still doesn't trust him. And then, gets tackled by two guys. And then once again, Joao Mario. All the goals happen in the same exact way. Like they come from the right-hand side into the middle. And Joao Mario is completely unmarked and free. Looks like maybe there again, Frattesi is the guy. Maybe should be marking him. Someone from the midfield, not picking him up. And then the third one, again, cross coming in from the right-hand side. Darmian or someone, I don't know. Again, Bisek here, pretty poor. But it was crazy. It was crazy. It was like, this team, I was like, I'm gonna switch off. But I was like, nah, let's give him a chance. Who knows? Let's give him a bit of a time. And they did turn it around in the second half. And the group is exactly how we wanted it to be. Real Sociedad went out and drew to RB Salzburg, which is pretty good. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It was going to be going to the last day anyway for the first place decider between Inter and Sociedad. The interesting thing is Benfica might finish this Champions League group stage without a win, which is absolutely crazy. Benfica fans and Benfica players and the coach, they must hate us. They are the sick of the sight of Inter because they thought today they finally got their first win under the belt. No, we came there and ruined it. And so we go, we'll be San Siro against Real Sociedad, the decider. Even a draw is not enough because they've got better goal difference than us. So we have to win. And that's how it is. That's how I wanted it to be. Because yes, Inter could have maybe clinched it today with a full strength team away to Benfica. But guys, we've been talking about it all season. The importance is getting a second star there. We need that second star. Marotta's talked about it. Even Inzaghi, who we know likes to put his heart on the line in every competition, Coppa Italia, Champions League. But even he's alluded to it that we know the importance is that Scudetto this season. So their importance was the Napoli game at the weekend. I was completely in favor of this full rotation. I would have put more Primavera guys on. I would have put, guys that even retired. I would have put, bring Zanetti back from retirement. I don't care. This game was all about getting rest, getting the result if possible that is needed, but not really for the table, just for the morale. And I think this is amazing for the morale, actually. The rotated second string team being able to, feel like they can make an impact for Inter, this Inter team, after that awful second half. It's a great morale boost, to be honest. First half, yeah, and it wasn't just the defending, even the attacking. Here, Arnautovic, maybe he was offside. Frattesi puts him in. He misses the chance, or Trubin saves it. So him and Sanchez were also awful. Like, there was no player to save from the first half. Maybe De Vrij, I would say, maybe was captain, by the way, tonight, which was good to see. But apart from that, first half, every single player atrocious. Augusto also had this opportunity in the first half that skied over. But second half, Inter come out, completely different team. So shouts out to Simone Inzaghi. You must have said something, or maybe you probably don't need to say anything when you're getting disgraced 3-0 in the Champions League like that. And here he is, the return, the comeback. We start, corner comes in. I don't know who the flick on was, whether it was Frattesi or Bisek, I don't know. But whoever it was, great flick on, and Arnautovic is there to make up for his miss in the first half on the far post. Proper poacher's goal. Finally, first goal for Inter, on the way to making back that 10 million we paid for him. And then second one, Acerbi, who was going up really a lot today, but not being as productive, obviously, as Bastoni would be. But this cross, Bastoni would be proud of this cross. Amazing cross to Frattesi, and what a finish. We know this guy maybe has to convert to a striker, because his striking, goal-scoring instincts are really of, a top striker would be proud of that finish on his left foot on a volley like that. Great finish. And then Marcus Thuram came on, first touch, runs at someone, and then he wins the penalty. And speaking of, as I said, guys that underperformed in the first half, Bisek looked really bad in the first half. Bad reading of the game, bad decision making. Just looked, raw, not ready for this level. But he, like many other players, like Aslan, who had a bad first half, like the wing backs, everyone raised their game in the second half. And this was an amazing, stop from Bisek, who recovered. I don't think this is one thing, Bisek adds to this team. I don't think anyone can make the recovery where he ran for like 15, 20 meters, sprinted, and be able to make up the ground to make this tackle. I don't think any other centre-back in this team will be able to, has the pace to do that. And great determination from him to do that. Great recovery to make up for some of his earlier mistakes, to keep us in the game, because this could have been game over for sure. And then, as I said, Marcus Thuram, what a player. Comes on, literally the first touch, runs at the defense, and Otamendi, as usual, very rash, poor decision-making, stamps slightly on Marcus Thuram, who was running at full speed. Looks soft again in real or in slow motion, but when someone like Thuram is running at full speed, any little touch is going to cause him to fall over. And Alexis, El Niño Maravilla, stepping up here. He didn't have a good game either, Alexis. Another worrying game in general from Alexis, but stepped up. Great penalty to get us level. And then Benfica completely lost their head. As I said, I think they're sick of the sight of Inter. They cannot wait to not have Inter in Champions League anymore. Antonio Silva, their young centre-back, gets compared a lot to Bastoni, completely loses his head. Awful tackle, sliding tackle on Barella. Look at that. You can see his ankles bent. Very lucky that Barella's not injured from that. And he gets a straight red for that. Very deserved. But yeah, what a crazy game that was. You thought you're just tuning in to watch a, entertaining Inter B team, but that was something else. Man of the match wise, I don't really know who to say. Again, I don't really agree with any of these ratings here. I mean, way too high for Arnautovic and Sanchez, and for Frattesi, who also had an awful first half. I would probably give it to De Vrij or Acerbi. I felt like they were the only two that kind of, showed why they're the starters in this team. Where they were solid mostly, and even going forward, they were pretty good. So I really want to reward those two. Klaassen, I think, was just completely useless, really useless. I even tweeted at one point saying, "Oh, bring Sensi on," and I forgot that he's not even part of the squad for the Champions League, which is a shame, because Klaassen, I don't know what he's good at. He just runs around, does nothing. So yeah, Audero, to be honest, didn't have. I mean, he had a lot to do, but he couldn't do much about the goal, so I can't really blame him. And then substitute-wise, yeah, Thuram came on, changed the game. Cuadrado definitely added a little bit. Barella could have scored the winner, actually. He was really unlucky on the volley, left foot volley, could have scored the winner. DiMarco made impact. Everyone made an impact. That's the thing with this Inter team. And look at that, XG-wise, 2.89 versus 1.56 and 59% possession, guys. Put some respect on these second stringers. They actually did a good job even after that awful first half. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What did you make of that crazy game? Who were you impressed by? Who were you disappointed by? Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see you for the Napoli preview. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Forza ragazzi, Forza Inter.